In our Fox in Focus, we are on board the mission to spread the word about ways to prevent youth violence. This right here is a map from the Economic Innovation Group, and they're an organization that produces maps with this nationally recognized research. So I zoomed it into Houston, and I want you to look at the orange areas because those indicate the distressed areas, low-income areas that need more help. And through my research with doing this story, I realized that there are just not that many resources in these orange areas. And I met this amazing couple that decided to put one resource not in some of the areas where they could make a lot of money, but actually in the heart of what's known as the hood.
Most of these kids don't have a big opportunity. This is all they got. This is their one-way ticket out of poverty, right? This is their ticket to get out.
This is the Knockout Factory, and he
tighten up on your elbows.
Is Pedro Camacho.
So, I boxed for a while and then got in trouble myself. So that led me to stop boxing. We've been through a lot of things that some of these kids been through. And we didn't have a lot of help.
Come on, Thomas. Come in, reset 2, over.
Now help is what him and his wife Monica are providing for hundreds of kids.
Keep touching, you have to load up, keep touching.
Through the discipline and camaraderie that comes in and out of the boxing ring.
We have just as many boxers that actually do competition. They look to win and they go to nationals. We have just as many that don't. They are not looking for competition. They just want to feel part of a team. They want to be accepted. And for something as raw as boxing or a gym and what we do, it's you come as you are.
Give an angle once you're on the inside, use your angles. Don't get stuck in there.
It's not about the money. It's the rescuing. It's the getting out there and helping the kids. I mean, don't square up. Angle, angle, angle. Maybe in other parts of town where there are more resources, it's easier to reach more kids or easier to give them what they need. Here, it's not the motivation.
And that's where it's at, in the hood. There's nothing sometimes good out here, right? And they need it the most.
They definitely do need it the most. And coming up tomorrow, we're going to introduce you to one teenager who started doing drugs at the age of 10 in the East End and his remarkable breakthrough thanks to this gem.
Tonight, we continue our Fox in Focus series, shining a light on the issue of teen violence in our community. Yesterday, we introduced you to the Knockout Factory, and today, Rashi Vaz joining us now with how it is changing young lives.
That's right, Anthony. The Knockout Factory is more than just a boxing gym, but a gem in the heart of what many residents there call the hood. It's a resource like this that's really hard to find in low-income areas. And now I introduce you to one teenager who demonstrates the impact this place has out and inside the ring. So what do you love most about your coaches?
That they're like another family to me.
Really?
Yeah. They guide me through life.
Tighten up on your elbows.
Through the good, through the bad.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like basically another family to me.
So where do you think you would be if it wasn't for them?
To be honest, probably in juvenile with the wrong people, doing drugs, not doing right in life.
Edgar Valdez from the city's East End started experimenting with drugs at a very young age.
I want to say I started at 10, and from there it started going, and it started getting worse and worse. I would do one hit a day, and okay, I'm fine, and then the next I'll start more, and I'll start buying it. I'll start getting it from friends that I thought were friends, but they really weren't.
That's right, drugs at 10 years old. And that isn't uncommon for kids to gravitate to that path, which leads to being behind bars, which Valdez has experienced. He found what he says is his true identity.
If I'm feeling pain, I just like, instead of doing drugs, I take it in the ring. I talk to the coaches and they tell me what to do and they help me go to church, read books, watch a movie, something to get out of it.
Reset 2, over.
The Knockout Factory, known as the ticket out of poverty in the East End, is just what he and hundreds of kids need.
I mean, when I have him in the house and I bring a girl over, I'll be like, you wanna see all my belts? You know?
He's known as El Guapo, racking up a lot of accolades.
So what's your goal?
To be a pro boxer.
I can see
it.
He has a message of hope for other teenagers.
If you're going through a tough time, go through that tough time. You got the privilege to go through it. Don't feel ashamed and, oh, just because I'm going through it. No, go through it and feel that pain, and then you'll get better in life. Trust me, I've been through it, and it's gonna happen to y'all. Believe me.
There's still El Guapo here too. His mom is his #1 fan.
She's the best person in the world to me, man. Nothing beats her, nothing. Not even my girlfriend or anything, just it's her all the way, man.
Excuse you. All the way. And to learn more about the Knockout Factory, you can visit our website, fox26houston.com. And stories like this have prompted our Fox in Focus series titled Breaking the Cycle of Youth Violence, which examines the issue in depth. And you can watch the series with the Fox Local app, which is free to download on your smart TV.